What is going on, everybody? Happy, what is it today? I guess today is Friday. Happy Friday for those of you on the East Coast of the United States. Here on vacation, I wanted to drop a quick video because I know I've been getting a lot of requests on how to navigate through stuff on the iHub website. So here's what I'm going to do for those of you guys, and I'm gonna throw this out on my YouTube channel. I think it'd just be easier to get more people to actually see it then, and I'll also drop the link in the Telegram group. All right. For those of you guys that are not part of this hotspot adventure, definitely watch the first video I posted if you're interested. I'll drop my affiliate link that you can sign up. It's absolutely free. Doesn't cost 1 penny. You don't put in any kind of credit card, any kind of check, any kind of payment option when you're signing up, when you're reserving a hotspot, nothing. Everything is actually, you know, the only thing you're going to pay for eventually is potentially a, sorry guys, a big old chunk of hail just dropped right in the lake right in front of us. All right, no biggie. So yeah, there's no cost whatsoever associated. The only cost that you'll ever be incurred is going to be the shipping costs, and depending where you are in the world, I mean, it's just going to be a standard shipping rate. For me, it was about $40 to get the hotspot shipped. You know, and then, you know, I made that back relatively quick. I made that back, I believe, you know, well, I mean, you can look up where your location is and everything, and you know, we can go through answering some questions on that on another video. But so here it is. This is the iHub Global dashboard. So when you finally register, okay, and you have your login, you're going to get into this. Everything is over here on the left hand side. All right, you can go over to like the dashboard. You'll see your the very first thing up is your affiliate link. So everybody should have an affiliate link. The idea behind this is you want to have a minimum of five people under you. Again, there is no cost associated with this. This should be relatively quick for people to jump into, especially people that are in the crypto space. All right. You know, you can do your own research. Just go to helium.com. It talks about the Helium network. Essentially, if everybody that does know a little bit about crypto and they do know about the DeFi space, the decentralized finance space, Helium is a DeFi, right? It's a decentralized, it's not a financial, but what it is, it's a cell service. So it's competing with the major cell service outlets out there. It's dealing with, especially in the United States, it's going to go against HNT, Verizon, stuff like that. However, you know, especially the way things are going, I think crypto is a very, very, in my opinion, very well-founded project as a whole. So, I mean, that's my 2 cents on it. I'm definitely invested in crypto. I'm invested in the DeFi space. I'm invested in NFTs. You know, so diversifying what I have, and then, you know, when it comes to this Helium hotspot project, essentially, I'm getting paid a royalty for allowing a hotspot to transmit data. You know. So there's really no cost associated with it. Anyway, when you want to share your affiliate link for people to sign up, this is it right here. All right. So make sure that you're sharing your affiliate link in there. Once you first sign up, there are a couple of videos, right? A couple of videos. It's pretty important that you go ahead and you start getting through, you know, the website itself. The most important thing is going to be your access to your Helium app. All right, this is what iHub has created. It's a very, very easy to use database, if you will. All right, and we'll get into that. The first thing that I want everyone to do, though, is I want you to come over here where it says tools and training. I want you to click on it. I want you to go to training videos. All right, and there are a few training videos. These are pretty quick. All right. You can see the official launch call, the virtual assessment launch. Now, I will tell you this, all right, definitely get through it. I know these two are lengthy, but when it gets into the Helium Track app, these are pretty self-explanatory. They're easy, they're quick. Get through it. It talks about just navigating through the track app. It talks about how to plan a hotspot. And this is the most important thing, right? You want to plan your hotspot. You want to do 5 assessments. You get 10 free ones with the app. So you want to make sure that when you send them out, you're sending them to people that are actually going to sign up for this, right? Because you want to get 5 of these done, right? Completed, where they actually sign up through your actual, your assessment login. The next thing you want to do is set up your HNT wallet, your Helium wallet, because this is how you're going to get paid for every transaction that happens through your hotspot. All right. Everywhere, listen, everyone is from all across the globe. There are different exchanges that you can use for Helium wallet. Now, I will tell you this, for me being in the United States, I use, even though, I've been using them for a while now, I use crypto.com as my HNT receiving exchange. So what happens is you'll download the Helium actual app. That's going to be where you get your Helium deposit into. So you just follow this. It's a very easy tutorial. Whether you have an Android or an Apple phone, go ahead and download the Helium app. You're going to get once you sign in and create a profile, you're going to get an address, a crypto address for HNT. With that, once you get HNT deposited on a per transaction basis, you can decide what you want to do. You can leave it in there until you get a certain amount. You can transfer it out to another exchange. Again, I use crypto.com. I know Binance is available to some people. I know if you're not in the United States, it's not. One of the biggest things, especially if you're new to the crypto space, is familiar yourself with CoinGecko.com. All right. CoinGecko.com is, and bear with me, I'm sorry, I'm on my MacBook. I'm not used to this. I'm used to my big old command center. So familiar yourself with CoinGecko.com. This is probably the biggest thing that I use in the crypto market. And I'll just kind of give you a quick, it essentially breaks everything down. If you wanted to look at HNT, goodness, look at those Ethereum gas fees, man, 75. Wow. All right. So all you got to do is just type in HNT, right? It's going to pull up Helium. From there, you can come over here and you can go to markets, right? When you go to markets, it tells you every exchange that you're able to trade this on. So these are all the exchanges that you can use, right? You can use Binance. Some of these I have no idea. Obviously, FTX is a well-known one. Hotbit's a well-known one. But crypto.com, obviously, it's honestly not listed on here. Obviously, it's a sponsored one, but it's not listed on here. But I do use crypto.com to receive and to send and also to exchange, whether you want to swap it for a stable coin, swap it for another crypto, or just sell it for, whatever currency you are using, sell it for the actual fiat currency. That's what you can do. All right. So going back into this, these are the key things right here, right? Get through the videos. That's the first thing you want to do. Get an understanding of what's going on. The second thing I will talk about, right? On here, you'll see a thing about antennas. All right. These miners, these hotspots have different vulnerabilities, right? So depending on where you're living, and here's my suggestion for you, wait for you to get your hotspot. Let the hotspot deploy for a week. And then you have a foundation, right? Or a standard that you can go off of. And if you want to upgrade, you can. I'll tell you this, me personally, I've already looked into different antennas. I'm in Florida. There's there's no mountains, there's no hills. I'm west of a major city, so I don't have to compete with in line of sight. I don't have to compete with a lot of tall buildings. I'm not going to need anything more than the standard 4 dBi antenna that I get. I do know, especially in the Southeast United States, I know people in Florida that are reaching with, anywhere between a 5 and an 11 dBi antenna. They're reaching the Bahamas. All right. Keep in mind, it's not so much of how far you can go, it's how wide you can cast that net, because the higher you go with these dBis. So right now an 8 dBi, okay, if I could just paint this picture for you, right? So a 3 dBi would do this, right? A 3 dBi would cover all of this area right here in about 180-degree range, right? A 5.8 dBi takes that range and cuts it a little bit down, but goes a little bit further out this way, like this, right? An 8 dBi, you still have that, but now instead of a wide range, it goes even further out like this. So if you have a directional track that you want to do something like this and go further out, but not need to worry about everything on the sides, then you want to go with a higher dBi. All right. I definitely recommend everybody getting into this. Helium has an official Discord. loads of information in there. Okay. Definitely join the Discord. I'll drop it in the Telegram group. All right. I'll also add my personal Telegram group that I'm using for the Helium Hotspot chat and everything in this video. At the end, it'll be in the notes column. You guys can join it. Please really only join it if you're really interested in joining iHub and my venture here on spreading the hotspots around the world, because it's just gonna, it's gonna bog down the Telegram if you're not part of it. You're gonna get information that you're not really gonna be, taking advantage of. All right. Bear with me 1 second. Okay, so that's really all I'm going to say with the antennas. My suggestion: wait. There's a lot that you can find both on the Reddit. On Reddit, you can find it in the Helium chat. You can also find a lot of information on antennas for Helium hotspots on YouTube. So I personally, where I am at, the standard stock antenna works perfectly fine for me. All right. So really, that's all you really need to worry about with tools and training, but get through the videos. All right. The next thing you want to do, like I said, is you want to get into the Helium app, right? That is the next thing you immediately want to do. Get into the track right over here, and you want to reserve your hotspot, right? Reserve your hotspot. So from that first link where it says reserve a hotspot, make sure that you go to it, you click on it. It's pretty self-explanatory. All right. It has a video on how to do it, right? It'll take you right to the Helium Track app, shows you the video. All it is fill in name, address, phone number, shipping location, and the address where you are going to deploy the hotspot. All right. And then hit reserve hotspot. That is it. That's all you got to do. All right. Now, the one thing I will say is, remember, it says here, I agree and understand that I may be required to pay a fee upon shipping. It is just the shipping fee. They're going to drop ship it from the manufacturer. Okay. Depending on where you are in the world, right? So obviously, if you're in the middle of Queensland, Antarctica, where the UPS or FedEx doesn't get there too often, you may be charged a premium fee. Can't tell you what it'll be, but if you're in a metropolitan area, you have some decent shipping rates. I mean, just figure you can identify where and what the shipping rate's going to be coming from California. All right. I do believe that's where all of them are going to be drop shipped from, is going to be California. So for me to Florida, it was about I think it was like $40 something. Obviously, if you're in California, you may not pay anything. All right. If you are in Australia, you may pay, again, something, a small nominal fee, but again, if that's an issue for you, definitely reach out to me and we'll talk about it. Okay. So once you get that hotspot reserved, the next thing that you want to do, right? Next thing you want to do is just go ahead and plan your hotspot, right? Plan your hotspot. So you come over here, and once that area has been reserved, once you go through reserving the hotspot and you click plan your hotspot, it's going to drop, right? It's going to drop whatever that location was, it's going to drop I believe it's going to be purple if it's your own, right? So you can see the different colors here. Green are active hotspots. The red are all reserved, and we definitely have a lot of red. The blue ones are going to be other iHub affiliates, right? So other iHub hotspots that are being planned are going to be the blue. All right, so you should see 2 green checks coming up on your track. Okay, the next thing you want to do, again, is the level up with the mining assessments, right? You get 10 free ones. All right. All it is this: click on planning the hotspot, enter the location, right? So whatever it is, let's just say 1, 3, 4, 5. Here we go. Glacier National Drive, Orlando, Florida. Put the first name, last name, email, and phone number. Hit agree that you are supplying this as a valid install location, and then plan the hotspot. This is going to ask you on the next page if you want to send this as an assessment. Please hit yes if that person is interested in doing this. Okay. You want to get 5 assessments. 5 assessments gets you, and I forgot to really mention it on their videos, right? But 5 assessments, when you come over here, okay, to how to increase hosting rewards, that is the video that breaks down the comp plan. All right. I'll tell you right now, I have my own hotspot. All right. I decided to go with iHub because I saw the potential in the ability to make definitely more profits than if I was doing this on my own. All right. So watch this 13-minute video. It's very, very simple. Okay. It is easy to understand, but to break it down for you, the first thing you want to do is you want to get 5 assessments. On the 6th assessment, right? Or you don't even have to send assessments after that, because all you would really need to do is make sure you send out your affiliate link, right? This link right here. I could tell you that I've only sent out 10 assessments, but I have way more people underneath me because I've just posted this affiliate link that people can sign up directly under. All right. The assessment is pretty cool. It gives you a breakdown of the area. Now, just remember, just because that assessment says that it's only producing 1 to 5 helium a month, just means that it's underrepresented, that there's not a lot of deployed hotspots at this point. All right. If you go on helium.com or on the Helium official Discord, you're going to see that they're deploying anywhere between 5,000 and 10,000 hotspots a day. All right. So as more hotspots come online, as more hotspots become, transmitting data, because there's 4 ways to transmit data. I will tell you that you're going to start to see more and more profits being made as this cell service, as this web, right, of decentralized cell service and radio signals becomes more widely adopted. All right. Going back to that, though, that's the thing. You want to get those 5 assessments done. All right. It's up to you if you want to upgrade to the pro. I can tell you for me personally, I did not. I have no plans at this time to do that. And that's all it is. All right. That's all you have to do. I'll tell you that it is again, for me, when I looked at everything, I said to myself, this was a really good investment opportunity, because it involved $0 of my investment to get a return on investment. So anytime I can put in 0 amount and get any kind of return, it's worth it for me. All right. So that's the helium track. The last thing I'll talk about, right, is once you get over here click here where it says commissions back office, right? And this is where you're going to do your very first time to sign in. It's going to give you a username and a temporary password, right? Go ahead and log in, change your password, right? Once you change your password, all right, this is what it looks like right over here. Oh, let me get into it. So once you get into it, this is what it's going to look like. All right. Now, the one thing that I will say is you can navigate through this. This is where you're going to put your commissions, right? Your HNT wallet address is going to come in here. But if you are interested in looking at people beneath you, right? Everyone that you've brought in, it's going to give you a list of everybody in here. It's also going to show you how many people they brought in, if there's any questions. All right. Trust me, there's plenty of information in here. It's well worth perusing. It's well worth getting into. All right. That being said, hopefully I kind of broke down some of the information for you guys. It's very, very important, again, to really start making a profit outside of, and in the first video, I broke it down where I had my personal one, and then going with this, you want to get at least 5 people signed up. And then remember, it's an infinite number of levels, so if the 5 people I brought in 5 people, and those 5 people brought in those 5 people, and we kept going down the line, the percentage is still there for me to get from their hotspots. And that's where the potential for a very lucrative, a very lucrative amount of HNT that I can receive comes in, as opposed to just me doing this by myself. All right. If you have any questions, again, I'm going to drop the Telegram chat that I created for everybody that's in my organization. Definitely join it if you are part of it. If you are not part of the organization and you want to be, I'm also going to drop the affiliate link for you in here. Definitely dive into it. If you have any questions, hit me up on Instagram, hit me up on Discord, hit me up on Telegram, and I'll try to answer it as quick as I can. Thank you guys. Enjoy and have a great weekend.